Hey, what's going on, Nation? Zaid here on ZSN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Toronto Raptors tonight. Uh, Guys, big win for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. Even though the Lakers got this win tonight, let's just be real here. The Lakers got this win in an ugly manner when it came down to it, guys. It was not the cleanest win for the Los Angeles Lakers to go up against arguably a weak a weak depleted Toronto Raptors team. I mean, they didn't have Scotty Barnes, and most of their players were just not that loaded with depth to beat the Lakers tonight. So, but the Lakers obviously, got this win tonight any way that they can. And guys, a win is a win when it comes down to it. But at the same time, it was not the best way to win this game, especially when it came to the second half of the game. So, I really want to get into all of your thoughts and your opinions out there tonight when it came down to it. A win is a win when it came down to it, but at the same time, I mean, I just just didn't like how the Lakers finished off the Raptors uh, in this uh, in this win tonight in Toronto. So the good news is the Lakers did get the first win away game, first road win of the season. So kudos to the Lakers on that. And I'm gonna predict this right now. I think the Lakers will beat the Detroit Pistons on Monday. So that will be a potential win if somehow the Lakers just bring their A game like they did in the first half of the game when they were up by 20 points. So if they can do that again, it will be an amazing win for sure for the Lakers on Monday against the Detroit Pistons. So let's just hope for that. But anyway, let's just get right into it. Actually, no, before anything, please be sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all the love and support you guys have shown me all over social media. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell once again so you'll be in the know when I go live for my post-game show analysis of the Los Angeles Lakers. And if you haven't yet, just follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. The links will be in the description of this live stream. So you guys check me out on social media. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get right into it. But I'm seeing the comments coming in from Daniel. Welcome again, Daniel, to the live stream. Really appreciate you joining. Yeah, yo, absolutely. And should have been yeah, it should have been a blowout. I mean, the Lakers basically blow out the Toronto Raptors in the first half. They were up by 20 points in the first half, but and it continued on into the second. The third quarter, what really scared me at one point. The Lakers lost their 20-point lead, and at the end of it, they were just up by 10 points at the end of it. So, and whatsoever, I mean, the Toronto Raptors didn't lead the Lakers at all. That's a good thing. But at the same time, you lost that big chunk of a lead to a really weak, depleted roster of the Toronto Raptors when it came down to it. I mean, that is just right there a bad effort by the Los Angeles Lakers to lose that type of lead when it came down to it. So it was an ugly win, but at the same time, a win is a win for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to it tonight. And also, guys, just when it came down to it, I mean, the Lakers just, you know, it really reminded me of last season. Same roster, what it was. There was that Kings game. Remember that Kings game where Lakers really went off on them in the first quarter? It was a similar situation, only the Lakers this time kept the lead that they were on. They didn't allow the Toronto Raptors to gain any sort of lead on them whatsoever. But the fact that they lost so many, so much points in in the lead that they were on, I mean, kind of scares you for a bit. It's like, oh my God, the Lakers going to lose this game tonight against the Toronto Raptors? I mean, that was just the impression that I felt in this game. And at the end of the day, a win is a win. let's just leave it at that when it comes down to the Los Angeles Lakers and their effort tonight when it came down to it. So and let's see here from Daniel. Yep, go Lakers, absolutely. And for also from Daniel, Oh, okay, yeah, Dick and RG. Yeah, I mean they balled out. They balled out there tonight, and especially the rookie, for sure. I think he had what 29 points or 30 points against the Lakers tonight. So I mean, kudos to him when it came down to it. So great job out there for the rookie, and of course RJ Barrett, who is really he's making a name for himself in Toronto. He didn't do so in New York, but I think this time with him being like the face of the Toronto Raptors, I mean, kind of tells you that he deserves it. He deserves to be the guy for the team. Maybe other than Scotty Barnes, but he is the guy. He is the guy for sure. Um, should win Pistons and maybe Memphis. Yeah, I mean, I think the Lakers will beat the Pistons on Monday, but when it comes to the Memphis Grizzlies, it's a long shot. I mean, anytime those Grizzlies, every time they play against the Lakers, they always play their best basketball, especially when it comes to John Morant and the rest of them when it comes down to it. But it seems when you look at it, it could be a winnable situation, but at the same time, I'm not going to hold my breath on it because lately I've been seeing the Lakers really losing the leads at times, and especially when it came to the the Cavs game a couple of days ago, and of course the beginning of the road trip with the Suns. Is it could kind of gives me a bit of a pause that I still think Lakers should really improve this roster, especially our bench role when it comes to the effort and the help that we need in that particular rotation. Um, Adding on a better point guard, in my opinion, a backup point guard for sure. And then just adding more bigs, especially a true big to help out Anthony Davis, because Jackson Hayes is still not cutting it, in my opinion. And then, it's just, we still have the lack of defensive effort. Uh, you know, every time, Lakers just come down the floor when offensive possession goes to the other team. And every time the Lakers just score, the other team just scores right after. I mean, I just hate that type of routine or that type of transition of every single play that the Lakers, always end up doing, and especially just tonight. I mean, the lack of effort defensively in the third quarter kind of hurt the Lakers in this game as well. So for sure, and the stoppage for sure is what's really hurting the Lakers because of the lack of defensive efforts coming down the floor. So for sure, when it comes down to it, guys, I am confident for sure that maybe the Lakers or maybe Rob Pelinka could potentially somehow he just needs to improve the roster for sure going into the Lakers uh, uh, going into the December 15th deadline, and of course or the February deadline for sure. So we just have to wait and see for the Lakers to potentially make something happen for sure going into the those deadlines for sure to potentially improve the Lakers um, rotation for sure. So, yeah, sorry about that, guys. For some reason, I'm lagging. So, if somehow it continues to be this way, my apologies ahead of time. So, I'm not sure why it's lagging for some reason, but uh, on my end, I, I'm talking normally. So, I mean, I know I can notice some lag, but hopefully it dies down. Hopefully very soon. So, but without further ado, let's just get right into the Lakers analysis of the game. Hopefully this pops up real quick instead of, oh man, I'm not sure why it's going this slow. My apologies. So, so let's get right into it. The Toronto Raptors in their first road win of the season 131 to 125. As you can see, the Lakers dominated in the first half of the game. Had a 42 points in the first quarter, and then just went back and forth with them. And it was just a pretty good, successful run in the first half for the Los Angeles Lakers. But the third quarter is what really, really scared us, or scared me the most for sure. Because the Lakers were up by 25 points. I mean, maybe 25, 20 points heading into the third quarter, and they just completely cut that down when it came to the end of the third, where the Lakers were just down up by 10 points at the end of the third. And, they just did what they can in the fourth quarter, managed the way they did. It kind of seems at the end, like maybe 2 minutes left into the game, that the Lakers were almost about to lose it, but somehow, thanks to D'Angelo Russell and also Rui Hachimura shooting those big threes in the fourth quarter to help us, extend the lead a bit and be competitive in this game. The Lakers could have potentially lost this game if they just didn't play better defensively to stop the Toronto Raptors in this game. So this is just my own personal opinion. I think I think the Lakers. No, actually, never mind. I take that back. I thought that the Lakers just delivered the Toronto Raptors their first loss at home. No, it was the opposite. So when it came down to it, guys, I mean, it is a disappointing, ugly win for the Los Angeles Lakers because of the second half. So, and we're going to get into all that in just a bit, or actually right now, with the MVP of tonight's game in Anthony Davis tonight. 38 points out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers, and I believe he had, I don't know, for some reason doesn't show. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so obviously from Anthony Davis tonight, he had 2 blocks out there, 3 steals, had 11 rebounds out there tonight, averaging a double-double out there tonight. And they went 14 of 20 from the field and went 10 of 11 from the free throw line. So once again, Anthony Davis is having a great start to the season, having an MVP caliber game when it comes down to it. And guys, I mean, he's making an argument. He's really making an argument for MVP or Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, as long as the Lakers continue to win games with his effort that he's showing, there's no doubt in my mind that he is going to be considered for those potential awards at the end of the season. If he just continues to stay healthy and the Lakers continue to win games with his effort out there, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind the Lakers will win games that way with the help of Anthony Davis, just continuing to be the number one guy for us in this game. And he dominated. He dominated in a big way out there tonight, and he continues to for so far now with 7 games. No, sorry. What is it? 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So it's 6 games for the Lakers, but it's 7 games into the season in general. So when it comes down to it. So, it was a great win tonight for the Lakers, but at the same time, I mean, it was all thanks to Anthony Davis just continuing to dominate it in this game out there tonight. Great job out there for the MVP of tonight's game and the future MVP at the end of the season. That's my personal opinion when it comes down to it for AD out there tonight. So great job out there for AD. Rui Hachimura, he had 9 points out there tonight. He had 6 rebounds, and he showed a bit of a lack of effort in the first half of the game going into the third. But the fourth quarter is what really impressed me the most. He made his shots go in at key moments, key situations, back-to-back 3 when it came down to it in the possession in the fourth quarter. And it's like 6 minutes left into the game. So, I mean, it was a great shooting effort from Rui Hachimura in the fourth quarter to help us win the game, or at least manage the game when the Lakers were just at one point leading by 20 points in the first half, but then only leading past the third quarter with just 10-point lead when it came down to it. So, and it was all because of Rui Hachimura just, continuing to manage the game and just help us extend the lead a bit when it came down to it. So great job out there for Rui Hachimura with his shooting effort out there tonight in the fourth quarter. So great job for him. LeBron James, monstrous game. He if we had to share a co MVP of tonight, we will add LeBron James into the mix with Anthony Davis with his effort out there tonight with 27 points out there tonight just the and 10 assists, 6 rebounds, 1 steal, and went 5 of 8 from the three, and that was really helpful when it came to his shooting effort to help Lakers win this game as well out there tonight. I mean, just kudos to the great effort out there tonight for LeBron James with his shooting. He was the best shooter for the Lakers out there tonight. 5 of 8 out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. Went 9 of 17 from the field out there as well. But 27 points out there tonight, guys. This is one of the bounce back games that we really need to see from LeBron James out there tonight because the Suns game, I believe it was the Suns game, was just one of the worst games for LeBron James as a Laker. And it kind of continued on after the fact, even though he was the guy that led us in the game against the Cavs a couple days ago. But, still, the fact that he stepped up in this game, especially early in the game, in the first quarter, going into the second. I mean, he had 16 points, I believe, in the first quarter. So it tells you right there that he was just balling and dominating in the first half for us to help us had the lead that we had and with 20-point lead because of him as well. So great job out there when it came to LeBron James out there tonight with 27 points and 10 assists out there tonight, going 5 of 8 from the three out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. Great job out there for the King. Uh, D'Angelo Russell, for the first time now for this season, he showed up. He showed up finally in this season after a rocky, disappointing start to the season. Will this be a consistent type of thing we'll see from D'Angelo Russell moving forward? Uh, Highly unlikely because he does have his ups and downs when it comes down to it. But he does on occasion when he puts up number like this in this type of performance, he will show us the similar game that he showed tonight, moving forward. Because when it comes to regular season D'Lo, he becomes an all-star caliber guy, and we witnessed that last season during the trade deadlines and his trade season at one point. That he just lets it up and shows that he wants to remain with the Los Angeles Lakers, and we were even calling on the Lakers to not trade D'Lo because he's been dominating for us last season. And even though it led the Lakers to getting the 7th seed and losing in the first round because of his lack of effort in the postseason. And it's been that type of trend throughout his career now, or just as part of the Lakers now. It's just when it comes to regular season, he lets it up. And that's what we saw tonight with 19 points out there tonight. And we're going 6 assists out there tonight and going 3 of 6 from the three. And those threes that he made in the fourth quarter was really helpful, along with Rui Hachimura as well. I mean, he made some really big threes to extend the Lakers' lead a bit throughout the fourth quarter. And, guys, it just shows that, when we need him to step up, he will show up. And, it's not only his threes really that really got him going as well. I mean, his field goal percentages was very helpful for this game for the Lakers, going 7 of 13 from the field. And 6 assists. I mean, he was just being the playmaker out there tonight for the Lakers and helping us win this game with his passing ability. So I think, honestly, guys, this was his best game so far this season for the Lakers. And hopefully it continues on moving forward because we really need D'Angelo Russell when it comes to winning games moving forward. And it's all up to him as well to help us win games. So, it's not just LeBron and Anthony Davis that needs to help us win games. And obviously, Rui Hachimura, he is, and I'm still calling it now, he is our X factor to help us win games as well. So, but D'Angelo Russell is like our third scorer on this team. So, in last season was a perfect example. So, hopefully this starts as a trend moving forward now with D'Angelo Russell moving forward. So, and I think maybe he will ball out against the Detroit Pistons game on Monday, hopefully. So, and the reason, yeah, guys, so the Lakers have 2 days off, so they will be very rested for sure for that game, and it has to be an easy, winnable game instead of this struggling, ugly win against the Toronto Raptors in the second half, in the third quarter. So, um, hopefully they ball out in that game against the Pistons on Monday. So, but obviously everyone needs to step up and show effort in this game. So, and that starts with D'Angelo Russell for sure. But 19 points, great job out there for D'Angelo Russell. Austin Reeves, he had a 20-point game. Great job out there when it comes to his scoring effort out there tonight. He did leave the game due to an ankle. It was not really an injury, but he just collided his ankle with someone else's knee or something. I mean, it's kind of weird. Maybe it was his knee colliding with someone else's knee. I'm not so sure how things turned out, but he did leave the game. But during the press conference after the game, he said that he felt it was bothering him, and he said that he will be ready to go 100% and playing 82 games this season, moving forward. So that's the confidence that I want to hear from our players, and Austin Reeves, the fact that he has the passion to play through injury. If it is an injury, hopefully he doesn't put too much pressure on it or somehow just you know too much tension on it, whatever. So, but he said he's ready to go for 82 games moving forward, and I know he's going to be ready to go against the Detroit Pistons for sure. But he did have 20 points out there tonight. Had 6 assists, two steals, one block. He did go 0 of 6 from the three. So I guess most of his effort out there tonight came from the free throw line because as you can see, he went 12 of 14 from the free throw line. He did go 4 of 13 from the field. So that kind of tells her that he was struggling in this game. And, especially those threes that he made. So most of his efforts came from the free throw line, but still having a 20-point game because of that tells you the Lakers, if somehow they go to the free throw line, they have to be at 100% to make those free throws. I mean, as you can see, the Lakers had at 87% free throw shooting out there tonight, and most of the efforts came from Anthony Davis and from Austin Reeves in this game as well, and also from Max Christie, who went 5 of 5 from the free throw line as well. So we will get to him in just a bit, but great job out there for our starting lineup out there tonight. Let's go to our second unit. Honestly, the best player out of our second unit was Max Christie. He showed up, in my opinion, in this game, especially when it came to the defensive side of the ball. He did have 7 points, so kudos to him. But he had 5 rebounds out there tonight, so he was just showing some effort in this game out there tonight. And of course, we were facing the Toronto Raptors, so with, as I already mentioned from the beginning, a depleted roster of the Toronto Raptors was the reason why the Lakers won this game. Because as you can tell, guys, the Toronto Raptors, when they did have their players, they played pretty aggressively against their opponents so far this season. And a perfect example was this game tonight against the Lakers in the third quarter. Even though it was the Lakers' fault for them to lose the lead that they were on, being up by 20 points, down by 10 at the end of the third. You could tell still that the Toronto Raptors, they were scrubby. I mean, they were just doing whatever they can to score on the Lakers and take opportunities against the Lakers. And it was just not a pretty look for the Lakers at one point going into the fourth. But thanks to Rui Hachimura and D'Angelo Russell with those shot threes that they made. Even LeBron James shot some threes in the fourth quarter to help the Lakers out. The Lakers would have lost this game tonight against the Toronto Raptors for sure. But give some credit to Max Christie. I mean, he really, played his role in this game when it came down to it. So, a solid night for Max Christie out there tonight. But when you look at the rest of the players out there tonight, I mean, I give some credit to Dalton Connect. He did shoot a three that helped the Lakers out a bit. I believe it was somewhere in the third quarter, maybe it was the second quarter where he shot that three. But he really helped out the Lakers at one point when it came down to it. So because of that three that he made, so there was some effort on his part in this game. But he did have 5 points and 3 rebounds out there tonight. So he's still developing this game, and I don't want to put too much criticisms on Dalton Connect because he is a rookie. He's still developing and learning the game as he goes. But I'm glad that JJ Redick is giving opportunities for Dalton Connect, being a big part of the rotation. And I think it's for obvious reasons because the lack of depth for the Lakers. Not a lot of big step, in this rotation. Still remains to be seen about the status of Vando, his return, and Christian Wood. So, and we're in the month of November, so it is. It's a type of month where we will have a better idea when those two guys will potentially return for us, and even Christian Coloco. He is gonna still take him a while to return to debut with the Lakers. He is cleared to practice with the Lakers, so for sure, I think he's practicing with the Lakers right now. So it is a good thing that once the Lakers return to LA, I believe it's on Thursday or is it on Friday? I might be mistaken with one of those home games once the Lakers end their road trip against the Memphis Grizzlies on Wednesday, I believe, or maybe it's Thursday, something like that. So, it is going to be very interesting if somehow maybe Christian Coloco will play in that game. It's just against 76ers. It's just sort of remains to be seen about that. So the lack of depth, it has really hurt the Lakers for sure. But at the same time, I mean, I'm surprised the Lakers are this far into the season that they are, where they're at right now, 4-2 to start the season. So I'm very impressed so far with this Lakers team and their efforts. And then you have Gabe Vincent tonight. I mean, still, guys. I mean, I still think we should improve from the backup point guard position, in my opinion. It's just he's just not kind of. I mean, maybe when it comes to regular season, he's not the guy, but when it comes to postseason, maybe he is because we want the Miami Heat, Gabe Vincent. So maybe if he sticks around, maybe past going into the postseason, maybe he will let it up. You never know, but we just have to wait and see about that if he does stick around with the Lakers past the trade deadline. Jackson Hayes, 4 points out there tonight and 6 rebounds. When it comes down to it, but you know, a great effort, great winning effort by the Los Angeles Lakers. Even though it was an ugly win, it's still a win for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it, guys. And I just have to say it was a fun win. No, it's not a fun win, and it was an ugly win. But at the same time, a win is a win any chance that we get from by the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to it. So my hope is that the Lakers will potentially get a win against the Detroit Pistons on Monday for sure. And then if they somehow, you know, get a win against the Memphis Grizzlies, it's just gaining some more momentum for the Lakers to just continue to win and just dominate in the Western Conference. So we have for sure if if the Lakers win tomorrow, no, sorry, against the Detroit Pistons on Monday, Lakers will be 2 wins now into this road trip. So it's just a good thing that the Lakers will potentially just somehow do what they can to win and just do what they can when it comes down to it. So the Lakers have 2 days off, so they'll be for sure rested, hopefully, and hopefully they will go into Monday's matchup in Detroit and get a win for sure against the Detroit Pistons. But I just heard from Trevor Lane just before I went on that the Detroit Pistons this season they're looking a bit more scrabby than they did last season. But at the end of the day, I mean, maybe that will warn off once the Lakers come to town. But we just have to wait and see. I mean, I still think they will win, but at the same time, anything could happen. I mean, this game tonight really, scared me at one point, especially in the third quarter. I mean, I really think the Lakers, could have, uh, you know, would have had a blown out game against this Toronto Raptors team if they just show what they showed in the first half going into the second half. I mean, that just would have been an awesome turn of events, and somehow we would raved and somehow be talking a whole different talking point than what the title of my video or this live stream says. The Lakers did beat the Toronto Raptors, but it was an ugly win in Toronto. I mean, that's what it was. But a win is a win at the end of the day. So that's just my opinion when it comes down to it. Let's read some more comments here before I end this live stream. And for those of you who are joining me at the moment, please comment in this live stream. Give me your thoughts about the Lakers' win tonight in Toronto. And do you agree with me? Was it an ugly win, or did the Lakers just played great out there? I mean, and what did you think about Anthony Davis and his performance out there tonight, along with D'Lo stepping up finally this season in Toronto? So please give me your thoughts about it. I really appreciate it. And let's read some here from Daniel again. So, I already read this one. Let's just go for the next one. Go Dodgers. Lakers are next. Yeah, I mean, it was such a magical moment a couple of days ago to see the LA Dodgers beat the New York Yankees. When it came down to it, it was just a great moment to watch. I mean, for somebody who is not so much into watching baseball a lot, I mean, I am a fan of the LA Dodgers when they do play, and especially when they win the World Series and all that. But my knowledge of the game is not that big, so I'm more of a basketball insider than I am baseball guy. But when they do win, I celebrate. I mean, I get so excited when they do because they're a storied franchise. I mean, when it comes down to it, and just seeing the rivalry of the Dodgers and the Yankees. I mean, it's just you have to watch it. You have to, be engaged in it. And the fact that I got to witness it, on TV, it was just a magical moment to see that the Dodgers went out there and dominated the way they did, and going 4-1 against the Yankees, and delivering a World Series championship to the city of LA. And hopefully there'll be more to come, because this is a special team, and really can't wait for more World Series for sure for the LA Dodgers for sure. So go Dodgers. That's all I say. Let's read some more here. Oh, yeah, and I forgot to add from Daniel. Yeah, Lakers are next. History does repeat itself. Back in 2020, the Dodgers did win the World Series, and after that, who won after was the Los Angeles Lakers. So, could that happen? Remains to be seen. If the Lakers continue to win the way they are and dominate the way they are, with Anthony Davis laying the helm and LeBron still being LeBron, I think the Lakers have full capability of winning a championship this season if they continue to win games and be a threat in the Western Conference, getting maybe the number one seed, maybe number two. I mean, there's a long shot, but at the same time, with their winning record so far, I mean, it's not out of the question for the Lakers to pull it off. But my hope is that they continue to dominate and win games as much as they can. But at the same time, I'm still hoping that Rob Pelinka does improve the Lakers roster when it comes to the rotations. Okay, adding another big, adding a better point guard, in my opinion, when it comes down to it. So that's the only way for us to win games. When we have a better defensive bigs, helping us out with the depth position, because we already know who we have when it comes to defense, and that is Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is our defensive guy, and when the Lakers do play better defensively, it's all because of him when he's on the floor. So That's just my opinion when it comes down to it. So my hope is that Rob Pelinka does improve the roster, the depth role specifically, and get another big or get a and also get a better point guard, in my opinion. Um, I mean, I know D'Lo played great in this game, but still, I still think we should improve at the point guard position. But you never know. I mean, it sort of makes be seen what trade is out there that will turn our season around for the better and help us win games convincingly going into the regular season, and obviously being a threat in the Western Conference. So for sure, it's not out of the question. I think the Lakers can win a championship, but if they continue this where they're at right now, with this getting into the win column and continuing to win games, so it's just up to the Lakers to make that happen. So let's just hope for that. I'm hoping that they will for sure. Maybe your Broncos, LOL. Um, I mean, my Broncos so far has they've been winning games. I believe they're like what 5-3 now. I mean, that's the first time that they've had a good record so far mid season. But they've been playing very well. I mean, I'm impressed with Bo Nix. For sure. He's still a rookie. He still needs to learn the ropes. But in my own opinion, this is just coming from me. I think he's the better uh, rookie quarterback so far this season. I mean, that's just me. I mean, I like Daniels from the Washington Commanders. Caleb Williams still great for sure, but Bo Nix is already a ready player. And playing multiple years in Oregon and kind of having that type of experience playing throughout the starting role, throughout his quarterback career in college. I mean, kind of tells you that he was all ready to go going into this season. And the fact that he has Sean Payton coaching him the way, and you know, he's giving me, for sure, a lot of hope that he could be our quarterback for the future, without a doubt. But I don't think the Broncos will get to the Super Bowl or anything like that. I mean, at best, they'll be the wild card if they continue to win games. I love our defense. Our defense is elite, in my opinion. So, and they just been dominating on the defensive side for sure. So without a doubt, I mean, you know, anything could happen when it comes to the NFL and postseason. When it comes down to it, but they're playing great so far. I mean, not like last season or the day before, or for the past 9 years when when the Broncos last time won the Super Bowl with Super Bowl 50. That was back in 2016. So that kind of tells you, you know, the Broncos had never reached the postseason. So could they somehow reach the postseason this time around, or maybe this season? Remains to be seen, because they have a tough schedule ahead of them. They have the Ravens, this Sunday, and then the next week they have, I believe, the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes. So those are going to be tough potential matchups that will either be a win or could be a loss for my Denver Broncos for sure. But they have potential. They have potential for sure, without a doubt. So, but yeah, I mean, thank you, Daniel, for bringing that up. I was not thinking about my Broncos with this Lakers win, but yeah, I mean, it's always great to talk about my Denver Broncos for sure. So, but yeah, I mean, I really want to thank every single one of you for joining me on this live stream. Once again, I want to thank Daniel for your comments on here. I really appreciate it, and especially the Dodgers one. I mean, that was just a magical moment for us to witness, especially from generational aspects, because I haven't really never seen Dodgers versus the Yankees on TV. I mean, other than just watching them on YouTube and those that type of rivalry, so that they have. So it was just great to see it, and it's great that they delivered a championship to the city of LA. When it came down to it. So, go Dodgers, go Lakers, go Broncos for my end when it comes down to it. So, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, please follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. So, the links will be in the description of this live stream. So, you guys check me out on social media. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. The Lakers will have 2 days off. So, I will see you guys on Monday, unless there's some breaking news or some news about the Lakers making some moves, or if there's like the news that you saw yesterday with Jalen Hood-Schifino with the Lakers not picking up his third player team option, uh, which I want to talk about just real quick before I end this live stream. For sure, I mean, this was the right move by the Los Angeles Lakers because let's just face it, Jalen Hood-Schifino has not lived up to the expectations. I mean, he has really been poor player for us when it came to for the Lakers. Uh, but when it comes to the South Bay Lakers, he is a pretty good player with the South Bay Lakers. But at the same time, the Lakers made this move for sure just to save up some cap space going into next season. So, but it'll be a nice, I guess you could say, bait effort for the Lakers to make any sort of trades out there for Jalen Hood-Schifino to package a deal to potentially bring someone in. But you never know; it's all up in the air at this point. But so far, I mean, I think it's the right move by the Lakers when it came to Jalen Hood-Schifino. Um, they're going to be saving up around $4 million going into next season, so that will help them, I guess, a little bit for sure going into season off season. So for sure if they want to improve the roster. So, um, but it just sucks to see Jalen Hood-Schifino end up that way. But at the same time, you had 2 years to improve your game. I mean, you are a first round pick. I mean, you're not like a second round pick that you keep around for the next 3 to 4 years to develop. But you know, uh, you're a first round pick. I mean, you were supposed to show up your true abilities in the second round. Sorry, in the second season uh, of your career, and especially for the Lakers. And the moment for you was supposed to be with the in the preseason, and we didn't see it. We didn't see it, especially in the last game of the preseason, where it was your moment to play your best basketball because it was basically the South Bay Lakers playing in that game when it came down to it against the Warriors in that preseason game. And you didn't show up. That's what, even though it was a preseason, it was your moment to shine. And we basically did not see that from Jalen Hood-Schifino, in my opinion. So, but yeah, I mean, that's just my own personal opinion when it came down to that. I mean, I made a whole video about it. If you guys want to go check it out, go to my channel, check it out. I really appreciate it. I just want to give my 2 cents about it. So I really appreciate it for you guys to still sticking around and giving me the love support. And I'm going to end this live stream now. So thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Please follow me all across social media. The links will be in the description of this live stream. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.